What's up guys? You have seen a lot of Bronco content, but we're gonna show you guys something different this time around. This is gonna be this badass Tacoma right behind me. TRD Pro Pugs is the Instagram name. Go check him out. It's a really cool build. I'm gonna pass the mic over to him and he's gonna take care of the entire video. So let's get started.
Hey guys, I'm Dimitri and let's go over these 2017 TRD Pro Tacoma. So in the front, we have the Cybon carbon hood, followed by the Alpha Rex headlights with a custom build from Tacoma Beast. On the bottom we have a custom bumper I had fabricated, designed for Khalil Fab. At the top we have the KC Pro 6 light bar. Grill is a custom grill from Taco Cloud. So to the side here we have the ADV 4-inch fiberglass fenders with the custom caps to kind of go along with the lines of the fenders. And I got these because they're the perfect width and kind of height for the Tacoma as far as fitting the long travel in there with the wheels. So it's still relatively flush with my setup without being too far out, and it doesn't look like a skirt for some other builds, and it's not too far in where the tires are poking out like if I was in Hawaii. I've had these fenders on for about 2 years. They've held on very nicely, and the actual build quality on here has kept them from moving at all. They haven't cracked. The install was super easy. They match the body lines perfectly, especially the hood, which is a lot more difficult to do than people might think. A lot of glass doesn't perfectly fit with the hood. This one actually has great lines, and it has taken a lot of abuse. I've had these wheels come in and hit my entire fender, especially when sending it a little too hard. No damage whatsoever. I'm actually pretty amazed at how durable these are. I have zero complaints, and I probably recommend these as one of the best fenders out there. Suspension, we have the Total Chaos 3.5 race kit with special TC spec kings and a triple bypass in the back. This was all tuned and revalved by Kaizen Off-Road to make sure that it matches my whole weight setup and rides smooth and comfortable on the road and off-road. Even though this is a TRD Pro, there's not much pro about it left. I started out with the stock Fox shocks, and after I took it off-road a few times, I realized, okay, that wasn't probably the best choice and I needed more. I got the Mid-Travel King setup with the TC uppers. At that point, I realized like there's a lot of performance to gain. I wanted to go faster. I wanted to do more off-road and more dune kind of style trail running. Then down the line, I realized, okay, it's time for long travel, and I ended up going with this kit. I'm actually super happy, and for those that want to have a long travel build, I would recommend them to just save up, wait, and get exactly what they want, and not, buy something less and have to sell it again and redo the whole process. It'll actually be cheaper for you just to get the long travel from the start. So in the rear, we have the Archive Garage relocation kit with a 12-inch triple bypass King. Underneath, we have the King hydro bumps and then Deaver leaf springs. Now, this is still kind of considered a mid-travel kit. It's not a cage and with a 16-inch triple bypass, though it does function quite well off-road. I think this is a nice hybrid build that allows you to do high-speed desert running at the same time crawling, which is why I still have my sliders on. These are from RW Race Relation wheels. They're a lightweight but still strong slider, and they kind of protected my truck from multiple accidents. So I have the wheels from Race Relation wheels, RH6, a hybrid beadlock setup. These aren't the beadlock ones, though I do plan to get that eventually. And they are wrapped in a 35 by 12.5 Geolanders. So in the back we have the Outgear Solutions rear bumper with a kind of a tilted design. This is something I worked with Outgear Solutions to make. I like the tube style bumpers, but I really wanted kind of like the pre-runner look, so we kind of came up with this design. And in the bottom is the Archive Garage Relocation King hangers, and this is probably one of my most important upgrades is the RCI diff skid. I think it's one of the best things, especially for me. I've smacked into rocks going 40 miles an hour, and I know that thing has protected me from blowing out my entire diff. So in the bed, I have a DRT tire carrier with a full 35-inch in the back. I have it placed to the rear of the bed as much as possible to try to get that weight to the back of the axle, especially when you're off-roading in high speed. You want that weight to be further back. To finish off the build, I got one of my new favorite mods, and that is the Tacoma Beast Infinity Mirror taillights. I personally love this entire look. I originally saw something like this on an R34 build in SEMA, and I knew I had to get some. So inside I have an old school setup of S-pods with some rocker switches. This controls all of my light bars and accessories. I don't have too much to hook up to it. I only have the KC Pro 6 bar and the S8 that's hidden inside the grille. And on the top we have a Exponential Essentials dashcam mount and phone mount. This kind of allows me to hold my phone on there and my ICOM radio, which is like a two-piece set, perfect for off-roading. You don't have to fumble on next to your door panel and try to see what channel you're on. It kind of gives you everything right there. All right, guys, well, thanks for looking at Tacoma with me, and let's pass it back to John.
That was an easy video for me. He took care of all the work, so I hope you enjoyed the video. We're gonna do a lot more content of other builds as well. My heart and passion's in the Bronco, as well as Tacomas, Raptors, Tundras, everything, you guys name it. So we're gonna keep the content rolling of all the builds. Make sure to hit the subscribe button down below and stay tuned for the next following episodes. Thanks again.